Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. We'll just jump right in. So much love, and here we go.
Ivan, can you just check your mute? I think you just got muted.
Guess somebody just muted me. That's nice. It must have muted itself. Wasn't me. Anyway, all right, well. Okay, here we go again. Greetings. I am Uriel. Our energy goes out to you into your awakening process, into your higher self connection to be more of who you wish to be, letting go of the mysteries of your world and knowing those mysteries, but also knowing more about yourself, letting go of this third density environment as you become more controlled over your life. Yes, you will see your timeline as it moves on. You may become more aware of what's to come, little by little, things that need to be known. Some of you are already experiencing this, but that will strengthen. You will see people in their lives enter, and you will know that someone new is coming, or someone that you used to know is about to re-enter your life, maybe for a moment. And this will strengthen over time. Many of you, as I say, are feeling this. And that tells you you're on your path. Of course, you're all on your path, or four density path. The rest of your world will see that as bizarre because they live with mystery. But you will no longer have that. You will have a knowing. Yes, you will not see all things, but you will see most things as they enter into your life, just to let you know. And even with this connection, you will most likely be able to reverse aging also, depending if you wish to do so. As for appearance, you become more controlled over your entire body also. Give that time though. Blessings and congratulations to those. Greetings to you. I'm Ariel, the Archangel, with a short message. As you strengthen your knowledge, you will see the influences here on your world. You will see dark angels here influencing your people. And they do make relationships with those that they influence, and those are unaware, under hypnotism. And you will learn those ways, and even assist with freeing those people from that hypnotism, if they are willing to let it go. Most of your human people are under hypnosis, is one way of looking at it. There's many entities around that to assist that hypnosis, not always in the most positive way, because there's much warning there. Those that have a lot of negativity in their life mostly have a dark angel or some sort of dark force around them, assisting with that negativity. It depends on what type of negativity. Some have it here and there, some have it all the time. They pull from it. They don't know what else to grab onto. It is like energy to them. Just to let you know, yes, most likely you will feel an entity depending on how much they pull from this energy source, just to let you know. As you become more powerful, you will see these things and be able to know how to deal with them. And even know when to get away also, because some of them can be quite vicious. I believe you, as you become more sensitive to what is around you, you will most likely know. Just a short message. That's all we have this time. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Seriphiam angels. Yes, as I call for other entities, for angelic vibrations, we were asked to assist on puzzling questions, it seems. Other entities aren't always able to connect with. Our vibration, who we are, some have different versions of who we are, but we are of love, light, to release negativity, to heal the chakras, heal the soul. And to mention that also, we're also allowing Metatron to connect us also during this connection moment. So at this time it will be us and Metatron's energies. Because there's a call for him also. But we will be the ones to speak. But his energy is much here. And most likely Yeshua's energy will assist also. And to let you know also, you can allow other entities to assist your channeling vibrations, to increase you, to feel more connected to higher source. But also it is another way to purge one's chakras, also to assist others in another way. So having a few entities, depending on who they are, angelic energies is much easier for a few, but of course you can always connect to your alien vibration friends also. Our message to you before we begin is the gates of love are always they're open to you if you wish to connect. Many choose not to connect because they're still discovering the negativity within themselves and are less likely to let go of that. So many here are living within that negativity and just living in that room, but not to let that deter you as you connect to your higher selves. Yes, they will try to bring you down back to their level because that is all they want to see or know. But as you strengthen, you will feel, yes, you can call it like the zombie apocalypse. They are trying to pull you down back to their reality. Not to use that terminology, but that's one way to look at it. Because that's how, in some ways, it is like. That zombie apocalypse vibration is also a reflection of your society. You don't want to look at it that way, but that's one way to look at it. An easier way to imagine what is going on with your human collective. One way of looking at things. As you want to see things at a higher level, they don't want to see it that way. Not yet. They're not ready. But as you connect more with Source, you'll know how to speak to them and how to protect yourself also. Metatron says hi. So whenever you are ready, we're happy to connect.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so first up is our member Mark, and he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes, your guide sage is just to meditate more. It'll help you receive your own messages, but also you will feel a healing. You have not received healing in some time, it seems. And your own healing will work sufficiently, but the meditation will help you open up doorways within yourself that have been not fully opened yet. That's the message of this time.
Thank you. Next up is Bianca, and her first question, how are you and I connected currently?
You connect to our energies for assistance, but then you let us go. You come and go sometimes, it seems. Metatron, even with him, but you go to him and you seem like you have long talks with him. On the other side, especially around your children, of how to govern them, how to better them through your teachings. But you also talk to Yeshua also. But for Seriphiam energies, you do connect to us on a daily basis, but it's very short at times. Blessings.
Bianca would also like to know if there are any messages from her guides.
Yes, they say quit looking at the past. Sometimes you go into that a little bit too much and concentrate on the future. It's for your benefit and your children's benefit also. And also your parents, they seem to be connected to some kind of negativity that blocks your connection at times. Send them love. They're not aware they're doing this. They are afraid of the unknown and also they do sense what you are doing, but they don't quite understand it. But they are unknown to what they are connected to. So send them love. Most likely discouragement will leave and you can connect stronger. So they're just protecting you, basically. They're just unaware of what is going on. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Emmy.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. You're doing fine.
For being here. What I would like to know, first off, is what advice, if any, do you, the Seraphim, Metatron, and Raziel have for me?
Yes, your energy is pure. One moment. I'm getting feedback, it seems. Oh, I have to establish a connection again. Yes, there was interference there, actually. Reptilian, actually. Because he does not want you to hear this. Your energy is pure. You're actually connected to your chakras. You're letting go of much of the past more than you might realize. That is allowing the Arcturian energy to come through more clearly. Also, the angelic energy, we see the Arcturian very strong with you. You do connect to their collective on a daily basis. Even during your dream state, but mostly during your day also. You check in with them. You receive a healing, but also direction. Of course, when you come back, you forget. But they're the spiritual energies you do remember. But the messages are if you need the message, it will stay with you, but you don't know where it came from. There is a carrion race around you also of the alien energies. You are a commander within their species. That's why part you are in the army. You are very much into order, no chaos, and you knew how to keep peace. And that is another reason why you're in this position. And even where you are going, you will keep peace also just by being there, because many entities remember who you are. Even humans know who you are, but know how to stay away from disrupting. And you will be able to attract the right people to you as you understand your place in the universe, basically. Basically, the guides are saying to you, take control more of your life, to realize you are of a being of much. And this goes for other ones also. Control who's in your energy field. Sometimes we let in certain people, and then we learn lessons that we do not want to learn. But that is also another training to focus on what you want. That is our message at this time.
Thank you. And my next question is, although you covered a lot in the first, are there any messages from my guides Cerulio and Angelia at this time?
What is it that you're looking for exactly?
Well, I know Cerulio was an alchemist, and I know that Angelia, and they were both Incans in my past life, and Angelia is an Agarthian.
Mm-hmm. That does not really answer my question, but that's nice.
Oh, just like whatever they want to tell me. That's it.
From that point of view, they just say you will discover places, and these places you go to of your past, most likely you will remember the past, maybe too many flashbacks at times to just govern your energy so you not get hit with too many things. A possibility you won't be able to go to these places after you've been there once because you're feeling so much pressure. So you better should do a clearing before that happens, because it is possible you feel. Most likely you're going to absorb the area when you go to these places with the Incas and etc. That's our message at this time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next up is Nick.
Blessing, Seraphim.
Thanks.
Thank you for connecting.
Thank you.
I think I fixed it, but in regards to my experiences earlier today and my experiences yesterday, were those experiences kind of like side effects to me releasing a particular past life in my root chakra over the weekend?
Yes, we see you purge the chakra, yes, to let go of an uneasy lifetime. Best way to describe that. But also let you know there's more there. And you're also feeling the vibrations of other lifetimes also that you're disrupting at this time. And most likely you will discover when the time is right. They are they're deep rooted within you, but yes, it'd be good to release them. Some was actually reptilian.
Did I patch that up effectively earlier today, or is there more work that needs to be done?
Yeah, so that lifetime, yes.
Got it.
But these other lifetimes will come through. But yes, there's a reptilian lifetime where you brought light to their society, and they did not care much for that, and you felt a lot of abandonment from them. I believe you even got kicked out of their society. It was very hurtful because they just turned on you, basically.
Great.
Yes, don't take that too. In a lot of ways, it was for the best.
Yeah, gotcha. Thank you for that. Any other messages from Spirit?
Yes, you're still learning much about yourself at this time. There's so much mystery that has not been fully shown to you. You have a strong connection with Yeshua, more than you might realize. That has been not mentioned that clearly. But even here, he's not going to detail this. It is not for everyone to hear, but it's a strong-rooted, meaning you're connecting to his energy more than you realize. You do connect with him astral to receive teachings, and you are working with his energies here secretly, you can say. Even you were not aware of it. But I believe that will come through more clearly to assist with this healing process you're going through at this time.
All right.
Yeah, as he said, there's much more. Much more. It is basically the reason this is how this is going is because sometimes it's better for individuals to connect to his energies and just keep it quiet who you're connecting to. Some people feel fear from that. So there are benefits of keeping it quiet. And at times you will reveal what you're connecting to the right person at the right time, but most are not really ready for it. That is why it has not been revealed.
I gotcha. All right, thank you so much, sir. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, Daria.
Hey, Seraphims.
Greetings.
Greetings, and thank you, Uriel and Ariel. So, do you have any messages for me, maybe?
Yes, to add on what was said earlier,
Yeah.
that you are assisting many with their dreams, but also releasing negative entities, but also receiving back positive karma more than you might realize. But also you realize you ask for yourself to be not entirely alone in this incarnation, but in some ways alone. For you to do this, you have to figure this one out. They're not going into detail, but not alone, but alone in some ways, family-wise.
I like the loner feeling,
Yes.
which is quite, I know I had a hectic period in astral, and being alone is actually funny to me,
But it's
which for
beneficial, yes.
and I see when I connect to some people, I actually see what their agendas are coming into my life sometimes, which makes me want to be alone, basically.
Well, yes. Also, in this world, you can say it's a war world. It's a world of chaotic energies, and for you to focus on your power, the water energy does help.
Yeah.
Not to say you're fighting alone, not at all. Not to say you're fighting either, but in some ways it might feel like that to some degree. The
I'm
reason
fighting in my own fashion.
yes,
No.
it's only reason it's called fighting because many are connecting to their negative ways and using that, not connecting to their positive. That is why it's called fighting. You're just protecting yourself, basically.
Thank you. So you're not okay, family-wise. Thank you. And you have any messages? While I have this energy that's around me that has smelly socks. Feel its energy has smelly socks. It's around me when I connect to something. Do you get it, or is it too cryptic?
It's a lower energy is what we received.
Okay.
It's a low vibrational entity. It's an
Okay,
entity you know in the lifetime from what we are seeing.
okay, he can wash his feet now. Thank you. Some get the olfactory senses, right? So
it is reptilian origin. It's a young reptilian from what we are seeing.
okay, it's not mine though. I hope.
No, and one that likes to gamble also.
He likes to gamble.
Yes.
Well, maybe he comes to the right place. I like to gamble too.
And that is why he has come to you. He was gambled that he would not. It was betted not that he would not come to you, and so he did anyway.
Yeah, so I think I won.
Yes.
That's my bet.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. It's done in this fashion. Okay, thank you. And connect later. Bye.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Miguel, and his first question. Is it true that Lemuria was an Anunnaki experiment and Atlantis was a Pleiadian experiment?
From what we see, the Anunnaki likes to put their name on everything. They created humanity. Lemurians were their own creation. Atlantis also. They were assisted by Pleiadians, so the Atlanteans. Also, much Syrians were actually assisting the Lemurians. Anunnaki did come through later to put their name on them and to conquer their vibration. They were very jealous of the Lemurians. Lemurians connected to things that they were not able to connect to. Came to powers that the Anunnaki was unable to connect to. Certain individuals that are intrigued by, so of course they want to label it as theirs. Blessings.
Okay, second question from Miguel. Are there any messages from my guides?
One moment. Yes, it seems like there's a mother energy. I believe she's still in this dimension with you that needs your compassion. It seems she feels very lonely at times from what we are seeing. Your mother, I believe. And she just needs your attention. There's much of this does not seems like she's not speaking about. And that's not to say she will, but your attention to her most likely will help. I believe she's aging. I believe she's still in this. I mean, we're not getting a full connection while we are here where she is at this time, but I believe she's still in your dimension. That is the message at this time.
Okay, Daniel's next.
Hello, thank you all for being here.
Yes, greetings.
Great. My first question has to do with yesterday. I was in a meditation and I felt this like Men in Black energy approaching me with like a quote unquote a 7-year contract. And as I understand it, I didn't sign it, but I want to know like what that was all about.
Yes, they wanted to bring you more into their collective. Meaning it was an aspect of you would become one of them, basically. I don't believe you would, but you're signing off one of your aspects to them.
Did you eat? Did you eat?
Oh, sorry, one moment.
That
Oh, yeah.
is-
But yeah. Sorry, I had something else I was gonna like add to that, but it kind of slipped my mind. But yeah, thank you. My second question has to do with these mostly draconian beings that I sense around me. I sense it mostly being draconian, who have this very set agenda, like, oh no, we don't want you to do this, we don't want you to do that, like trying to like very antagonistic as I see it. And from what I guess my question is like, I wonder if they're like even willing to be worked with in a more positive way to like release them, because I know them. I know that I know them.
Yes.
But from what I'm also getting, they just really want to be that antagonistic thing towards me, and I want to just understand that more.
I understand they are losing their power here. And you're feeling their frustration. You can say they are putting on their frustration on you ever so slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Or not so slightly.
Yeah, I could definitely feel like they're desperate.
Yes. And you're going to feel that more. And we do see you going to the center of their collective also. Because you're going to help release them from this world. So, as for there are many positive draconians you're connecting to also, but the ones that are going through hysteria, you'll feel them more because it is just vibrating so heavily. How to clear this is to know where it's coming from, why is this happening. Most likely you'll be able to clear that.
Yeah, I do sense it coming from other lifetimes.
Yes.
At least part of it.
Yes.
But yeah. Some of them were just like very resistant to me working with them on that, though, which was interesting.
Well, what happens with that? They do come through other lifetimes. They know how to do this. They come through other lifetimes, so you feel vulnerable to them, that you have to talk to them, you have to be friends with them, because you know them. And so they kind of cloak their intentions. They know how to get close to you, and where humans aren't fully understanding that yet. So they're trying to look familiar to you, but also to throw other problems on you also.
Oh boy.
Like many humans here actually do that. But not in that way, of course.
Yeah, very different, but I feel like I kind of get it.
Well, with this, it's just to heal them. That lifetime that you feel that you're coming to heal, that lifetime they feel that they're coming through. Forgive them, forgive yourself, heal that time. Most likely you will feel less of this aggravation around you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
And whatever comes to mind. Also, the MIB around you are doing the same thing. You've had so many Zeta connections with them. They feel like, you're one of them in some way, so they feel obligated to pull you back into their collective. Like you're obligated to do so because we know you, but you don't understand us, but we know you. So there's some trickery with them also.
Yeah. As you were speaking, I was remembering what I wanted to add to that earlier question, which was like, I do feel like, when they say bring me back into their collective, I felt a positive energy about it, which was strange. Could you elaborate a little?
Well, yes, there's a positive part of their collective that's not mentioned often. And you are a part of that, but I don't believe that was their intentions, but it helps you remind you of that connection. I believe the ones around you were not of that collective.
Yeah.
But I was reminding you that you were part of a positive side of their society. And you did clear up a lot of negativity with them. They have ruined worlds of their own, and they are still learning like your society is learning also. I think your humans are stubborn. They are stubborn also. When you go to their world, it gets hard here.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Okay, next up is Humberto.
Greetings. Did you not hear anyone there? You might have a technical issue, it seems.
Okay, maybe we'll give him a second and we'll try Peter and we'll come back to Humberto.
Much love. Thank you for being here. Can you hear me? Hello. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you also.
We'll just give Ivans a second to...
He's got something in there messing with him tonight.
We'll just give him a moment.
We can't hear you, Seriphiam.
I don't know how to send a
It's okay.
text.
It's okay. Just we'll give him a second.
Okay.
He can hear us.
Thank you.
So just 1 second, Humberto. We'll just wait for Ivan to come back in.
What happened to Ivan?
We just lost connection for a second. It's just one moment.
Oh,
I think he
was
has
I next?
I think he has a reptilian playing games with him in there.
Was I next in the chat?
Yeah, you were gonna go. We'll just wait though until he gets back.
Oh.
So he's just dropped out. So we'll just wait for him to come back in and then recalibrate, and then we'll go to Humberto, and then to Peter, back to regular.
Greetings.
Hey, no problem.
We are still here.
Okay, so Humberto is next.
Hello.
Yes.
I had a question about David Wilcock and another channel like Project Camelot on YouTube, pretty much. Are they delivering like malicious or misinfo?
No, they are connecting, yes, to the darker side of realities. But that is their choice. They're not connected to the positive very often. They're connecting mostly to the negative. They're trying to discover it. It seems to be what is going on there. Of course, with David Wilcock, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. It is positive, and sometimes it's negative. Patrick Camelot seems to be more of journalism going into the dark side of the Black projects. Reason being, because the one that is doing the interviews is trying to discover about that oneself. She is not aware of this from what we are seeing. But it does have positives. Whatever you feel, there is positives within all of this. Is what do you decipher as knowledge that you need for you? If that makes sense.
So how about with David Wilcock, he'll say things like about the clones, like some presidents will have clones. He's not even sure about that. I just wanted to
Yes,
identify.
there are clones. Yes, there are clones. Yes.
Really, of presidents?
Oh, of course. And they do pop in here and there, and no one will ever notice a thing. Oh, yeah.
How about the things he's saying about Antarctica and the things going on?
There are
beneath
Atlantean
it?
energies there. Yes. But there's a lot of disinfo there to derail him for what is going on. In some ways, it's not necessarily a trap. In some ways, it is. It is to divert his attention to something that isn't really that important. There's a lot of Black projects there, yes. And he's connecting to a lot of that. He's not understanding what he's connected to, it seems.
I heard he's receiving sort of information from people that are trying to further their agenda. I wonder if this is sort of on purpose to make themselves
part of it, yes.
Seem like they're stronger than they really are.
Yes.
Like the Illuminati shadow government.
Yes, there is. Yes, you can say he's being played to some degree, but is also allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That is his purpose here. For people to decide.
I heard with Project Camelot today about in Vietnam there was these spider entities that came from vortices around that area of Cambodia, and there were the spider beings. They were called like trogs. I wonder if you could comment on that or.
Yes, those are real. Yes. When do they don't really connect to their planet that often, though. But some do have negativity around that.
I heard it was the cost of the Vietnam War, or there was something to do with that, like these spider beings.
There's many things that had to do with that war. That is one of them.
one of them. Okay.
There was thousands of things with that war and other wars also. Some are just feeling those vibrations from that collective because it caused a lot of uncertainty for those that were connected to them.
This probably occurred or took or formed after the Vietnam War, but I think around the early 2000s there was like a pure woman from Peru or something like that that was able to use some sort of ship located in the Giza, the Great Pyramid, and she was able to make Gray sick and leave. I was wondering if this is something that is being used with beings, kind of like spider beings and these trogs, as they're called.
There's all sorts of beings that are affecting your society at this time. That is one of them, yes. They haven't been connected to often, but yes, they are very powerful individuals. That's all we can comment on that right now.
Okay.
I believe there's more than.
Yes, we need to move on. Yeah, we need to move on.
Yes,
just for future, Humberto, we just do 2 questions for webinars, just to keep it fair. So we're going to move on to Peter.
Hello, much love.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Okay, I just guess I'm curious. I'm spending a lot of time on my book at the moment. I'm just wondering if I should be more balancing my life and trying to do everything at once, or that's okay. So.
Yes, it is good to do little things. For you, it feels more productive doing it that way. One moment. At this time, you are learning more about how you can do things and multiple tasks at once. So it seems like this time you're balancing your energies well from what we are seeing. When it becomes too strenuous, then it'll be good to let go of one of those things.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. So any general messages, I guess.
One moment. We are reconnecting our energies. Follow your heart. You are doing this. And you'll be led. The angels are very close to you, as you're aware. Most likely their knowledge will go into your work, your book, it seems. Some of them might even appear to you as you're working on it. On the page, they show themselves appearing. So they do say that at times you will most likely see their appearance. It all depends on what you are working on. To give you an indication you're going in the right direction. That's what they're saying at this time.
Thank you. Much love. Did you want to mention something about like you being disconnected from the webinar, if you wanted to?
Oh yes. Well, we did not know we were disconnected from the webinar. From us, everything was going fine. Yes, there are entities, MIB energies here at this time, and other nefarious beings.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Try to avoid it, possibly. It's hard to say.
Okay. Thank you. Much love.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Angie, and I have her first question here. Having trouble sleeping, cannot sleep. As soon as I start falling asleep, I'm jolted into a panic and I can't breathe. Can you help me understand what's happening, as I haven't slept for 3 nights and I'm depleted?
Yes, you see a crab species around you. Do you see more than one? What we are seeing, you're going through this is something you can go into your meditation. They are letting you know that you have a connection with them, but also if you do a meditation, most likely you'll be able to heal. You have a lot of connections to the crabs. I know that's not something you normally would connect to, but they're no different than the reptilians. They can be very friendly. They can also be very unfriendly. And then you've come from worlds, I believe, of a canine species. Yes, this might be off your what you're not used to hearing, but you connected to a canine species, where the crabs seem to have moved into your society, just like the reptilians have in this world, and caused much disconnection. So you've had a lot of anger towards them in their other lifetimes. Not to say you're going to go after a crab now after we mention this, but we do see the crab species very strong. Yes, they're not that prominent underworld at this time, but that is where we see the root of your sleeplessness at this time. That's what we are seeing. Other entities and molecular see other things. We do a meditation on this, a channeling on it. Most likely you will see a lot of drama that needs to be healed. Once you heal that, I believe you're healing with that now. I believe you are here. I believe that that's going through the process at this time from what we are feeling. Yes, it's not something you would normally connect with, but that is what we're seeing. Blessings.
And that sort of leads into her second question. What energies am I connecting to?
Yes, that is. The crabs are very deceptive. They understand they were attacked by other beings, so they enhance their claws, as you see, to munch on other beings because they felt defenseless. They did not always have those claws. They were totally different looking. Also, they did not have that shell either. So they added all this to their collective and became a mean machine, as you say, and got aggressive towards other beings. It just started basically is like you have a rabbit species and then very friendly, for example, and then other entities take advantage of it. So it has to enforce itself and add extra features to it, just like a cat has claws. Just to give you an idea. Either way. That gives you an idea of why the crab is the way it is, and this will help. Hopefully, I believe it will help. We are sending you assistance at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Christy. And her first question, was I on the white circular craft that passed by my apartment today, and what was the message?
I believe there's a tall white species. Just as they're letting, yes, it does seem like they're giving you more information of your son to assist with his upbringing. I do see music with this, but it's very personal information. Healings, if you do a meditation with the tall whites, most likely it will come through more clearly. Right now, they don't want to tell it to the world, but do see his tall whites just assisting mostly with healing processes, but also mostly, yes, to connect to your son. He's going through a phase at this time will help you unlock what is bothering them. There seems to be around him an entity, a tall gray. He's not giving his name, but this tall gray will, I believe you can just, there's a question mark around this tall gray, and this will come through also when you connect to them. We'll leave it at that. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Christy. Any messages for Hayden and I, particularly about moving to New Mexico?
Yes, that's a tall order, but your guides are saying it is up to you to make this change. It's not something you have to do, but it feels like you're wanting to do this, and you will be protected throughout this change. And this is something what they're saying is to test the environment to make sure it's something that you want. To visit it, I believe you've already done this, but to truly know that this is something what you want. Because once you go there, it'd be hard to go back. So just to make sure this is what you want, basically. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Kingsley.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Basically, I've seen fireball, and it should. It's likely that I think it was the videos.
Yes. Can you speak a little bit more clearly, please?
Yeah. Hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I've seen a ship, like a fireball, but I'm not sure who it is. I think it's the Zeta. but I've seen their ship landed. It looked like they landed, but I'm not sure if they went on the roof or something. And then they shot back up, and then I was sending a message to them telepathically. And they seemed to acknowledge my message. They stopped right when I was sending the message. So then they moved left and right, and then disappeared somewhere. Who are these things? What were they doing?
I'm only hearing very little of this. Is this your question?
Yeah.
I can't hear your question. Type it.
You just give him a second.
Would it be better if we move on to the next?
I have his question here. So I have the first question. There was a ship in the air. I'm not sure if it was the Zetas. Can you explain? And I believe he said it was about like a kind of like a fireball.
I believe they're just doing that to get your attention. I believe you're one of the few that can only see it. They're just letting you know to connect to their energies. As you will learn that you are very connected to them, and they're assisting your processes. You've had many lifetimes with them that has not been revealed, it seems. Many lifetimes that have been put under the table. Some of it was a little bit strenuous with them, but also they are working with you quietly is basically what they're saying. That's the only message here.
Okay, we're just waiting for a second question to come through. If you want, we can jump to the next person.
Yes, the energy can only last so long.
Okay, let's maybe just jump to Michelle, and then when Kingsley's second question comes, oh wait, here it is. So Kingsley's second question, I was working on being highly telepathic, and I'm starting to realize the cosmos is like an internet, and I can tune into planets telepathically. Is that correct?
Of course. Yes, everything is interconnected. Everything. As you see, your human society is not aware of that. They are connected to material possessions instead. But yes, you also most likely will feel your other side. Also, messages from your angels as you go into an awakening process, as you are already in. You will just feel, sometimes you will feel like you're leaving your body because you're feeling all these networks going through you. Most likely you will feel your astral self. Blessings.
Okay, Michelle.
Greetings, Michelle.
Greetings.
So I just wanted to know if you had something you wanted to let me know.
Only thing we are receiving as a message to, if this makes sense to you, to let go of the anger, there is some, but from the past in this incarnation. Yes, it seems like you are avoiding certain things, but not knowing it either. If that makes sense.
Well, I'll ponder that.
Yes, and yes, it's in a sense, it's not like you're just you're doing it deliberately at all. But if you go into this, most likely you will see what you've been avoiding recently. Everyone has this.
Mm-hmm.
It will help release, and most likely your angelic energies will come through more clearly also. And also we see you in this world. You've been a foreigner, so disconnected from this world. You've had so many different angelic lifetimes. Coming into this world was what we are seeing is like, what was I thinking? It's like, not this again. But it's like, it was asking you to come also. I believe daughter, son was asking you to come, but it was more than that. It's more, there's much more to it than that.
I see. My second question is just, I have this loose idea left over that when you guys came and gave me a healing session last June, there was some talk of me channeling your energy or something along those lines, or did I make that up? Or
No, that's true. Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. Do I do it already, or is that a future?
You do it every now and then. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, our energy connecting to you will help you connect to your inner child and heal the inner child. More laughter, more will come through.
Excellent. Much love. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, are you okay for one more?
Of course.
We have a few more people, but I'm
That's
not
fine.
sure we're going to get through everybody.
Oh, it's okay. We were fine now.
Okay, Liz.
Greetings.
Okay, she sent them.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I will talk instead of you reading because it's complicated. So, okay, I had a dream last night, this morning, just before I was awakened by my dogs. And I felt that I was in a very high distance from the ground. I don't know if I was in a ship or floating, I'm not sure. But there was someone with me. It was a being with me. This being was teaching me that what we are looking down was a city built around a ancient volcano in Greenland. And this being was telling me that they were able to survive and plant over there and live over there because of the heat from the ground that kept them safe from the cold. So, who was that being with me? And I felt very safe, secure with, he was teaching me.
I feel, yes, it is a Palladian being from an alternative Earth. Another Earth.
Interesting.
One that's already been ascended, of course.
So to be like an ascended teacher?
Yes.
Ascended master?
Ascended master, yes.
Mm-hmm. And is there any messages for me from anyone? Any guidance?
Yes, I'm receiving the name. Yes, a strange name. Enron. Or Enron. It's a Palladian being from an alternative Earth. Most likely he will return. It is just that he's showing you this because you are part of that Greenland. You were part of that assembly there.
Like a Nordic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to bring back more to you. You asked to remember this also.
Mm.
Yes, when the Palladians, you made a connection with them to assist with this Earth's ascension. I even see the contract there. So you found certain lifetimes to choose on this world to get you to the place of where you will still know where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
There's more, but that is all they have at this time.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, next is Lucy.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Boy, I could have a conversation with you all day, but I'll just start with practicing skills like telekinesis and telepathy.
Yes.
For instance, I've noticed that the harder I try, the harder it is. Like, so I'm wondering if I'm not seeing ships or hearing the angels I know that are around me all the time because I'm trying too hard. Because when I try less, things happen. And so I was wondering if you could counsel me on that.
Well, we can only give you a short, just to let it flow. Have fun with it. The more you make it work and say, I'm not connecting to this, I'm not connecting to that, the harder it will get. You just live your life, basically. Just little by little, you will open up. Yes, you've had a lot of lifetimes of impatience, we see. And so, yes, the hard lessons, you've even made sure that you put on your contract, I will learn patience. So, not much we can add to that.
Right. And so part of that was dreaming. I was trying so hard, and I actually did have a dream that I've been wanting to move, but this was the same house, and I walked in and it was all clean, and I'm like, but it's the same house. And I walked outside, and the tree that died that I bought the house for was alive. So I'm wondering, is that like a parallel universe, or is that New Earth? Because I was told the tree went to New Earth, and it's confusing. The more I learn, the more I know I don't know.
But you do know, you're just telling yourself you don't know.
Well, I mean, it just seems like there's so much more to learn the more I learn.
Well, you're not letting it flow through you also. Yes, you will get used to this. The answers are all already with you. Seeing this other house is actually a private matter. We're not getting the full details of that. Only thing we are seeing is to give your perception a different perception of where you are. Heal where you are, basically. Where you are, you're there for a reason, and the answers will come to you eventually. But just let it flow through, though. You have expectations. You're putting all these expectations.
Right.
Just to lower all of them and just experience
that's
life.
all. It's that all of that is part of the same thing.
It is good to have goals. It is good to have, I wish to channel, I wish to have this. But then you're hard on yourself when it does not happen.
Yeah, it's my own worst critic.
Yes, so yes, it's a message for others also. It's like if I want to channel, but I can't, but don't just go with what is there now. And your channeling, your dreams will come through when the time's right.
And so my biggest question, and I feel my vibration rising now that it's getting old. I went through this terrible procedure today, which I'll learn the answer tomorrow if I get fixed or not, but I just don't want to wait another day. What do you see? I took all the angels with me. I didn't have any support, and it was really scary. It hurt really bad. So I asked everyone to be with me, all my galactic beings and celestial beings, and I made it through it.
Yes.
But I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, because something else was discovered, but I'm waiting.
It will be fine. Yes, just once again, patience also. Part of this is your impatience, and this is not helping you heal in this manner also. Yes, there is fear. Just the message from the guides is just to relax, basically.
Okay, and I should do what this doctor says to do.
Yes, it seems like it will be right for you.
Thank you
Take care.
very much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings to you too.
Okay, next up is Mary.
Hi. Any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, message from spirit to find the goals you are looking for. Well, first find them, and then achieve them at your leisure, basically. I believe you have them already. You're not always grabbing onto them, which is fine. But knowing them, you're still discovering them also, it seems. Just take it day by day, basically, is what your guides say. That's the message.
Thanks. And any messages for me from anybody?
I did not hear that.
Oh, any messages for me from anyone?
The Arcturians are assisting you in your chakra clearings. As you say, you have 3 hybrid children within the Arcturian race, and you go in astral to connect to the Arcturians for healing. You're also connected to the Palladians. You go to their ocean worlds to relax also in astral. Blessings.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, Amran.
Hello. Hello. I think I know you. I think I have met you before.
The Seriphiam energies, of course, yes.
Okay, well, can you tell me about our connection and also if you have any message for me?
Yes, you've called on our energies to release a lot of reptilian possessions you've had around you and other incarnations that you've had that were very difficult. You called on our vibrations to assist with the clearings. Also, you are aware of the jinn. You've had a connection with them also. You asked for us to assist you with that also. You had a lifetime of experimentation, let's put it that way.
Okay, was that on Earth? It feels
Yes.
like on Earth. Okay.
Yes. You're experimenting with all kinds of things. You're also learning your magic also.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what happened, you asked for anything to connect with you so you can learn from it. You can say you had your Alex quality moment.
Yes,
and then you had to learn how to get rid of all these things.
Yes, it is all learning process.
Of course.
Yes, but I remember your energy, and I have met you a few times in where you are.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Yes. Mostly on the other side. Yes.
And also, I was told last time I was speaking with the elite in astral.
Yes.
I would like to know what I spoke with them and how often I encounter the cabal people, reptilians or humans.
With the cabal energies, you're asking them to release this earth, and you contact them on a daily basis. You have much conversations with them. They're all kind conversations, understand?
Okay.
And it is a daily process from what we are seeing. And sometimes you might be exhausted, but we don't see them putting any negativity around you or anything like that. You're just understanding this is off-world, but you are making some headway there. You're connecting mostly with the Anunnaki, as you know them well, so you're making peace with much of them.
Do I end up in fights with them?
In some cases, but mostly yes, but no. We don't see negativity that's being enforced on you. But yes, that does come and go. But they try their tricks with you and they don't work. That's why you are there. And they don't like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Very
can
good.
connect with this, so it can be quite draining when you connect to it.
I don't connect to them. I think it's better that my astral self connect with
Yes.
them, because they can't do anything to me though.
Yes, correct.
I mean, they can't do anything here, but I just don't want their energies.
That's fine.
Yeah. But thank you a lot.
Yes.
And have a nice day.
Yes.
Until we meet again.
Of course.
Okay, so we only have a few more people, and I have the questions here ready to go. So, Stephanie Ritterman asks if there are any messages for her.
Yes, there's been a change in plans in your timeline. You are aware of it. You changed things just recently, and so you'll not be aware of it when it was coming. And more changes to come, but very subtle. But a change is good. But we do see financial energies will increase, but also knowledge about yourself will open up more. Also, blessings.
Okay, Stephanie also asks, are there any messages for my mom, Leah?
Yes, not to be afraid to speak your mind. Sometimes you do hold back, especially with the brother situation. It's good to make yourself known, but not to create enemies, create friends. Mention the family is, yes, that hostile energies around there, but to make friends, especially as a female that you are aware of, that you need to still communicate. We encourage you to communicate with her as much as you feel possible, not to nag, but to communicate, because she needs a healing. And it would be good to communicate with this one, because this one has been blocking out the family for, you know who this is. But also, we do see you forgiving her, but also reconnecting the family, because she is right now disconnecting the family. But we do see your connection, so it will take time. Whatever you are feeling is right. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Sheena. I see often, almost every day, beings either to my right or my left side. Who are they, if you can see that?
Your guardian angels at this time are assisting. Your guardian angels are the strongest. One of them calls himself Mephisto. I'm not sure why he uses that name, but he does. And there's another one called Gideon, whatever you feel. They're just assisting you, and they're just protecting you right now, basically. Most of them do look like males, but very feminine-like also. Blessings.
Okay, Sheena also asks if there are any messages for her from anyone.
There's a father energy around you that needs healing, great amount of healing. Not too good for us to go too further into this, but this is an energy that has been around you for some time, blocking you also. It is an energy that needs to be released, that has been not known, and now he wants to be known. He has not been perfect in his life, and he is ready to let you go. This is your father, and you will be able to connect with this. You also will see yourself open up more once that's gone. He's been learning from you recently. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Braden, and his first question, are there any messages for me at this time?
Your guides say to meditate with them, ask them to come through. There's a guy that calls himself Hercules, just so you can connect to him, so you can picture him. It's not necessarily his name, but it's an inside joke between you and him also. And this will help you connect to your guides. You can even call your guides the gods if you wish, to help you reconnect to them. Because you want to hear from them, I believe, but you have not heard anything. Sometimes yes, but most times no. And this will help through meditation. Doesn't always have to be in a meditation, but where you are quiet is where they will show. Ask for them to speak when you're in a place of quiet. Ask them for a message. Blessings.
Okay, and Braden would also like to know if you can tell him about his most recent past life.
A warrior in Romania. Now, this was not recent. This was a long time ago, Romanian wars. You are aware of your around the 1500 time period. Transylvania, you've had incarnations there. And yes, it's a wizard. It is a wizard energy there. You see your Dracula, that's a wizard energy. Dark energy, but wizard. As you can see, it's the old Merlin energy also. Yes, it's been changed, but it is old energies from the magicians. And you can connect to that place if you wish to open up yourself. You're actually a magician of your own, actually, there. Even as a warrior. Many of you are connected to your guides. Blessings.
Okay, that's it for the evening. Thank you so much for coming in and helping and being patient with us.
Blessings to you. Much love. Energies to all. All right. Anybody have a mess? Something?
I can do one. Nesturku onna hanana itinilishitiya haraa. Orkakuk tunnu humma. Elinilishinikiiraha. Arkatukukoar. Ernikititinirinyaa. Snarakitishnkha. Ukurku akamna etn irnahai.
Thank you. Anybody else? Once, twice. All right. Thank you all. Blessings and good night. It's okay. Good night, everyone. Your week.